Welcome to Geneseo Channel 50 and Green Machine Football. I am John Rowling. I'm going to bring you all the play-by-play action here in the second round game of the IHSA Class 4A playoffs here from Richwoods Stadium in Peoria. Joining me on the color commentary side is Clint Rice. And Clint, another wonderful day for football.
I tell you what, John, we've had some great weather this football season, and today is definitely no exception. It is wonderful out here with temperatures running probably in the low 60s. We've just taken on some cloud cover, which will take away the glare of the sun, and should be a great afternoon for a good game of football. Richwoods Field in nice shape here, plenty of grass. Field runs north and south, so if there's any sun, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And Geneseo coming into the ball game after a great win last week, John.
Very impressive win over McNamara. They come into the game sporting a 9-1 record after that first round victory over McNamara, and the Richwood Knights come into the game with a record of 7-3 with an impressive win last week over Jerseyville at Jerseyville. So that sets up a big second round game here from Richwoods.
And for all of our viewers on the live side, if we catch anything, any scores throughout the ballgame, we'll try to bring them off to you as quickly as we can. Geneseo are going to get set to do the kicking here. They're going to be kicking from the north side to the south side, and Kyle Wickwire in to do the honors.
Wickwire, number 14, tees it up. He's going to go from the north to the south. Little to no wind on the field isn't up here, but up here a little breezy on the top of the stands. Little squib kick downfield. Going to be fielded down about the 25-yard line by number 28 of Richwoods. Nothing that time. Number 22 is going to clean him up right there. And that's Jared Putnam for a return of about 5 yards on the play. And Geneseo's defense will take the field first.
Putnam tying him up. Geneseo's D, John, try to get through him as they're going to outman the Knights here in size.
Let's set that defense for you as they break out in their 5-2 defense. Nose guard will be Bowling. He's number 66 right in the middle, 6'2", 235. Tackles, left tackle will be Jake Verstrady, number 76, 6'5", 265. Right tackle will be Aaron Grinnell, number 54, 6 foot 233. Here we go. First and 10 for the Richwoods Knights. Ball on the 31-yard line. Tight formation, eyes back stacked in the backfield. Long count by Richwoods. Still option this near side. Wide open he goes, number 20. James is going to be close to a first down. Nobody in the corner that time. Nice fake inside.
Good fake, and that's what Richwoods offense is going to be all about, is executing it, as they do such a nice job of execution there with the fake up the center, and everybody bit on it but Putnam. He stayed out and come down with a nice tackle here. Is a pickup of 9.
9 yards on the carry by James, who will be their feature back. Jerry James is they call him the fullback of the formation. He's 5'8", 162. This time they go 2 wide outs to the left side. Eye back in the backfield. Quarterback looks him over. Geneseo stays in the 5-2. Stand-up ends with Bowling, or with Rogers. Fullback on the carry this time. He's stacked up. He may have got the first down, but he didn't get much.
Grinnell there to sniff out the football as he come up center as the fake was going to go out wide, and Geneseo was going to go ahead and play that fake. Yep. Grinnell stepped up, fought his block off, and
ball sets right in the 40-yard line. They did not get the first down. Linebackers are Rutherford, number 24, and Zerl, number 32. The ends are stand-up ends. Dan Rogers, number 65 at one end, and Aaron Anderson, number 89 the other. Third and just about a foot. Wide receiver left and right. One back in the backfield is a fullback. Long count by the quarterbacks. Quarterback think he's going to pick up the first down, but that's not much more than that.
That first play from scrimmage for Richwoods, giving up 9 yards, is basically what gave them the first down in this possession. Is Geneseo's D. Once they get them figured out, get the bugs worked out, they'll be there to stop Richwoods.
Defensive backs for Geneseo. Parrish, number 19, lines up at one cornerback. Joey Puentes, number 40, other cornerback. The free safeties, Jared Putnam, number 22. And the rover back or strong safety be number 80, Will McCombs. First and 10, balls on the 41-yard line of Richwoods. One wide receiver left, one right, one fullback in the backfield. Straight drop back to pass, ball in the air. Deep downfield it goes. Incompleted down there. Richwoods down around the 35-yard line. Parrish on the coverage. Looks like he had a good position on it, but just didn't make the move on the ball.
Ball well thrown out wide right is Parrish on the coverage over there, and Knights not throwing the football very often, but they're going to try to open it up here against Geneseo, knowing that our defense can be very stingy, and they did there, running down the right side.
Quarterback for the Knights, Burrington, number 15. He's 6'1", 182 pounds. He's a junior. Here they come again. 2 wide outs to the left side this time of their offense. One to the right, one back in the backfield. Looks him over. Ball's fumbled on the ground. I don't know who came up with the ball. Looks like Richwoods fell on the ball. Little mix-up between the center and the quarterback on the exchange.
There's a lot of action there in that front line as Geneseo getting off the ball extremely quickly. And probably the quickest guy that this center has seen so far this year is Bowling, and hitting at him first. So going to be a good challenge for the Richwoods Knights offensive line to face this front four.
Recovered by Richwoods to pick up a 1 yard as a fullback fell on the ball. Number 32, Clayton Hill. Here they come, second and 9. 2 wideouts to the left side of Geneseo's defense. 1 receiver on the right side. Looking to throw the ball backside. He's going to be stacked up and brought down by Verstrady and Anderson. Nothing was going that time. Looked for a quick hitter on the pass play, but nothing was going.
Must have been good coverage as Verstrady and Anderson there to wrap him up as he tried to scramble out of the pocket. Nothing going. 3rd and 10.
May have lost a yard in the play, so let's bring up 3rd and 10. Just underway here for Richwoods in this second round game. 9:17 left in this first period. Geneseo with the white jerseys, yellow pants, yellow helmets, black shoes. Richwoods with the green jerseys. Wide out to the left, eyes back in the backfield. James is a tail of the tandem. Drop back to pass once again. Ball's in the air across the middle and drop downfield by the wide receiver. He had a seam pattern. He was open, but he just dropped the ball.
Right there, Putnam and McCombs in on the coverage. Just a poorly thrown pass, or it could have been a good pickup of 20 yards for Richwood Knights.
That wide receiver for Richwoods, John Young, number 23, is 6'3", 215 pounds, so he's a pretty good sized tight end down there. 4th and 10, ball sits on the 35-yard line of Geneseo. They're going to drop back in punt formation, and then the tight end we're just talking about, Young, will drop back to punt. He'll stand back about his 46-yard line. Geneseo stays in a regular defense. Parrish will drop back, I guess now, back to about the 5-yard line, looking to return the ball. They'll probably go with a long count. Nope, snap's good. Fake, overthrown, incomplete.
Yeah.
Wasn't a real good call in that time of the game, was it, Clint?
No, not when the ball's sitting on the 35-yard line, John. You don't go, you don't do that. You go ahead and punt it. This is where Geneseo has an opportunity to take it and put it in the end zone and really make their point.
I think Geneseo had a better chance. They just would have lined up and ran an offensive play rather than trying to run that play.
Yeah.
Here we come on offense. Geneseo's led the line by Dan Rogers, number 65, the center. Reed at quarterback. Zerl lines up at fullback to start the game. Here we come. Motion sweep to the near side. Here we go. Zerl with a nice kick out block. Here goes Rutherford. He's going to pick up 10, 11 yards on the carry. Joe Zerl laid a nice block out there in front of the play.
Good block. Kyle Reed was out there in front as well, and they just ripped it around the corner. And Joe Zerl doing a nice job with the blocking, and Rutherford getting it upfield.
Let's line up that front line for you. Rogers at center. He's flanked at the guards. So we have to pick up who the guards is as we switch them in and out so often. Up they come, 0 at 1 guard. Cornell at the other guard. Verstrady and Gearhart at the tackles. First man through this time. Zerl with the carry. He's going to pick up 4 yards on the carry. Joe Zerl, number 32, from the fullback position.
Zerl coming up the middle, just kind of stepping and picking where he wants to take the football and trying to get his ankle back to 100%. I'm going to say the way he looks out on the field right now that we're pushing that 90% mark or better.
He doesn't walk, doesn't have near the limp we've seen in the last few weeks. In the backfield along with Zerl is Rutherford, number 24, and Puentes, number 40 at the wingback. Reed at quarterback, number 11. Puentes in motion. He's going to get the ball this time. No, Reed keeps the ball. He's still on his feet. He picks up about 4 in a play. Nice fake and inside by the offense.
A lot of confusion over there in the execution of that play, and that was the confusion was good because Geneseo executed it well with the fakes to the back. Reed kept it, went around the left side, got the ball up to about the 45-yard line in Richwoods territory with a 3rd and a short 2.
No score here. 7:43 left in the first period. No score. Geneseo's situation is a 3rd and a long 1. Up they come, tight formation. Anderson at one end, Putnam at the other end. Full house backfield behind Reed, and the first down's gonna be picked up off the right side by Rutherford.
Rutherford getting the football off the right side. The offensive line doing a nice surge as they just keep pushing Richwoods back. Geneseo does have the size advantage on Richwoods, and of course we know Geneseo will have the speed, and did a nice job of getting the line of defensemen back off the ball and picking up the first down for Geneseo.
Richwoods will line up in a, well, help me out here. They'll go with a 5-man front, 4-down lineman. They're going to go sweep. Ball's going to be fumbled and picked up by Rutherford. Bounced around the backfield and bounced right back up to him on the sweep, but loss of about 10 on the play. Just couldn't get the handle on it.
That's all right. He knew he had enough sense to make sure he got the football back. And it's going to be a loss of 8. 2nd and 18 is going to be the call there after that.
Hate to see that happen because he had a convoy out in front of him helping him around the corner.
That's all right. You're going to have situations like that.
No score on the board yet here from Richwoods in Peoria. Richwoods is going with a 4-man front this time. 4 linebackers. Second man through this time. Rutherford with a carry, number 24. He's still fighting to get that yardage back. Picks up about 4 in the play off the right side.
Gonna have to tackle him. He's not gonna go down easy, as Dusty's one of those guys that takes a hit and tries to spin out of it and continue forward. Third and a long. 12 is gonna be the call here.
Parrish brings the play in. To Reed, the quarterback this time. Parrish is going to set himself out wide to the left side of Geneseo's offense. Anderson is tight on that same left side. Now they've changed formations, and Anderson will come to the right side and set himself tight. Double wing formation, one back in the backfield, sprint out to the left side. Ball's in the out. Parrish with the catch. Down near the first down.
He's a yard short is the way it looks now. The nice Reed. Reed had some great pressure there, and he didn't get a good arm on the football, but he got enough of it there to Parrish in order for him to go down.
Threw the ball way before Parrish even made his cut.
Yeah.
That just
great read there. Great read by Reed as he basically put the ball where Parrish was going to end up. Now it's 4th and 1 after that bobbled football in the backfield. Geneseo picking up 17 yards. 4th and 1 from the 31-yard line.
Richwoods sets 5 down linemen. Pick up the first down, no flag on the play. He's still on his feet, he's still fighting forward down to the 23-yard line, does Rutherford.
And that's what I had talked about, Dusty, is you got to bring him down. He keeps taking the hits and keeps spinning out of him, moving the ball forward. First down territory at about the 23-yard line.
23-yard line. I can't believe there wasn't any flag at all there for anybody offside, either side of the ball.
Yeah, I think it was just a little bit of confusion. It probably looked worse than it really was.
5 minutes left here, first period, no score. At Richwoods, 1st and 10, Geneseo ball on the 23-yard line. Zerl with the carry, going to get up close to the 20-yard line, gets Pyle right there at the 20. He's going to pick up 3 in the play, does Zerl, number 32.
Great surge off that left side. Keeps moving the ball forward for the Green Machine.
As we broadcast here, there's only stands on one side of the field here at Richwoods. Geneseo brings a large contingent of fans with us today. We're broadcasting right amongst them as we're in the top row of the bleachers.
Britner got this side filled.
Up we come, 2nd and 7 with 4:26 left, first period, no score. Geneseo looking to go to the south end zone. Crossbuck action in the backfield. Puentes with a carry up close to the first down. Going to be about a yard short, I think.
Looked kind of funny on that play, didn't it? Thought maybe they'd throw a flag on.
Thought we had a couple people moving, didn't we?
Yeah, kind of looked that way, but still a good pickup, 3rd and a short 1. Oh, they're going to remove that 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 2. I thought it was closer than that. Ball is just inside the 15-yard line. Geneseo fans come to life here. Geneseo in the white jerseys, black shoes, yellow pants, and helmets. Here we go, tight formation, full house backfield. Puentes with a carry. He's going to find a seam, going to get a first down in some. Down near the 10-yard line does Puentes, number 40.
Puentes had one guy to beat, and he hit him head on and spun out of it. Kept moving forward, moving the ball right down to the 10. Might even be 1st and... No, we still haven't shouted a first down, and right inside the 1-yard line is where that would be. But 1st and 10 from about the 10.5, 3:40 to go in this first period from Richwoods.
Anybody watching this? Anybody watching it on the video side? The goal line is a red stripe. It makes it a little tough to see. Geneseo with the ball, option play, this near side pitch out to Rutherford. He's got a big corner out there. Head tackle brought down inside the 5. I thought he could have cut that back against the grain and maybe had a better chance at it. Putnam was making a nice block out in front of him.
Putnam knew that he had a shot at a block, and he took as much as he could, and it's so tempting to get out there to hold him, and Putnam did a nice job making sure he didn't get busted for a holding call.
And you're kind of out there in an island by yourself where everybody could see it if you did hold.
Great execution by Reed as he took a nice hit before pitching the football.
2nd and 4 for Geneseo. Just inside 3 minutes left in this first period. Geneseo is threatening to go into the south end zone. Up to come to the line of scrimmage, full house backfield. Zerl with Puentes and Rutherford right behind the post as our vantage points. And Puentes in from 4 yards out for the touchdown. No question there. We moved him.
Good execution as Geneseo just taking off that left side, following in behind his blockers was Puentes, and he got it in the end zone almost untouched as he took a hit just outside the goal line. And Geneseo going to get her fired up here early in this ball game as Wickwire in to do the extra point kicking.
Wickwire, number 14, comes in to do PAT work. The hold of Shaft kicks up. And good.
Good there for Kyle Wickwire. He does it so effortlessly. Just steps through it, snaps there. That gives us 7 with 2:43 to go here in this first period. Geneseo taking it down the field after a fake punt by Richwoods from their own 35, or in Geneseo's 35, and that really kind of hurt them there. Geneseo marching down the field.
That was a 13-play drive, 65 yards. Heats up 6 minutes and 13 seconds of this first period, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Joey Puentes. Wickwire's PAT good to make the score 7-0. Impressive drive there. Took off right where we left off last week.
Good way to start it, and that offensive line just keep blowing them back, and the backs taking the football and running with it. Not afraid of where they need to go or what they need to do. And Kyle Wick going to be on to kick off here. 2:43 to go in the first period.
Richwoods, not an uncommon foe for the Maple Leafs in the playoff drive over the years. Ran across the Knights several times before. Wickwire tees it up the 40-yard line. A little bit of a breeze maybe behind him as he tees it up. Squib kick once again, going to squib down about the 28-yard line. That's where they'll pick it up. Number 28 does. Cuts back against the grain and brought down at about the 38-yard line. That's where the defense will come back on. And they're led on the field by Aaron Anderson, number 89. Tackle on the play made by.
I don't know, there was so many of them there, John. I didn't come up with any numbers on that. And that's what, we find that a lot on defense. It's hard to get numbers when you got so many guys on the ground.
May have been Poseen or Josh Rowald. Up we come, 1st and 10 for the Knights. I backfield, tight end sets himself on the left side, wide out on the right side. Quarterback Burnton looks him over, long count. Gonna go fullback with a carry. He's gonna break in the free. There goes a big fullback. He rambles forward down inside Geneseo territory to the 45-yard line and tackled there by Joey Puentes.
Good fake there, good executions. Everybody went right into fullback, come back left.
Clayton Hill.
Puentes was able to stay home and come up with a great tackle there. Clayton Hill, big fella for them, 5'9", 218-pound junior.
Fire plug out there. Not real tall. This time they'll go I formation in the backfield. The fullback sets himself out wide to the right this time. Tight formation, left and right, tight ends on each side. Sweep play. Fullback James gets the ball, number 20. He's going to be in the open. He's going to go for the touchdown from 45 yards out. James, number 20, will score to make the score 7-6 with 2:05 left in this period.
That's one of those things we're seeing, John, is the over-execution or the great quickness of Geneseo's defense is actually getting past the play before the football is there. We're able to see where the football is going because we're in there so quick sometimes. And that one there burned us a little bit. Is great execution by Richwoods.
Kind of a cutback action that time by Richwoods to take it in from the score. 45 yards out does James. 5'8", 162-pound sophomore. Long time in the huddle here for Richwoods, as it appears as if they're going to go for 2. And that's what they're going to do. I formation. Wide receiver to the right side. Line up for 2. Geneseo has a regular defense in there. Long count. This is a long time. Now they run the play. No, comes up short. Geneseo stops him on the tackle there. Is Will McCombs makes the stop on the quarterback as he runs the option to the left side to make the score. Geneseo 7, Richwoods 6.
Wouldn't call that a very smart play on Richwoods' part either, as I've seen them make two mistakes thus far this ball game. One with a fake punt and then trying to go for 2 there and just not quite come down with it. But nevertheless, Geneseo up by a point, and Geneseo's defense going to have to tighten up a little bit as Richwoods doing a nice job executing their offense and really pulling some tricks out. That was a 2 plays, 38-yard drive, 62-yard drive, 38 seconds to the clock, capped off by a 45-yard tee run by James Jones. No, that isn't right. What's his name?
Yeah, James Jones.
Jerry James.
Jerry James.
I'm sorry. Jerry James. So that's their scoring.
Call him what we want to.
And they missed the extra point. 2-point conversion, no good. 7-6 to score. Geneseo on top.
2:05 left in this first period. Both teams have scored. Geneseo with an impressive long sustained drive, and then Richwoods comes back with a couple quick plays and they push it in after a long play, a long run by their star running back. Jerry James. Here we go. Now they tee it up back deep for Geneseo's Parrish along with Speller. Number 19 and number 28 stand on their 10-yard line. Here comes the kick, end over end kick. Parrish is going to field this one down at the 14-yard line. Nice wedge right in front of him. A little bit of a seam there. Gets it back to about the 33-yard line, does Parrish.
All right, we'll go back on the offense here as Richwoods scoring quickly there on a two-play drive. Geneseo's likes to eat that clock, and I'm sure if they have their way, they'll gnaw this 2 minutes off.
Have to set Richwoods' defense. They'll have 5 down linemen. Crossbuck action in the backfield. Rutherford with a carry. Rutherford's going to break one himself. Picks up about 10 yards. Does number 24 in a crossbuck action in the backfield. Dusty Rutherford for a 10-yard pickup.
The thing I liked about Rutherford there is the hit he left on number 82, Lee Daring. 5'11", 143-pound junior, just had his lunch fed to him as Rutherford really laid his shoulder into him.
Moves the sticks. 1st and 10 Geneseo. Ball is at the 40. We'll call it the 44-yard line, their own 44-yard line. Tight formation. Wing back on the left side. They'll give the ball to Puentes on the left side, and he picks up 5-6 yards in the carry. Joey Puentes.
Good running off that left side. He followed right in behind his blockers. 2nd and 5 going to be the call. The minute 20 to go here in this first period from Richwoods Stadium in Peoria.
Richwoods in dark green jerseys, white pants and white helmets. Here we come. Tight formation. Wing lines up on the left side is Rutherford. Sweep play to left side. Few people out in front of him. Kick out block by Zerl. Going to dive into the pile for a first down. Looks like it's Puentes. Depends on where they mark it at.
It's going to be real close as Puentes cut it upfield. Just kind of picking and choosing out there off that left side, and he cut it upfield. And he did get the first down without even taking a measurement on it.
Had it by a yard. They'll move the chains and just keep on working over that defense of Richwoods. Here, Jared Putnam brings the play in. Number 22 will bring the play in the quarterback, number 11, Kyle Reed. Kyle Reed's number 11, 6 foot, 175-pound junior quarterback. Runs the wing tee. Rutherford lines up the wing on the left side. Now they shift, and Puentes sets himself on the right side wing. Zerl at fullback, stays stationary. Sweep play near side. Here we come. Kick out block by Zerl.
Football was fumbled.
No call.
Come back up with it.
I think he fell right on top of it. Putnam is a little bit further than I thought. Still picks up 3 yards in the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Geneseo Green Machine.
Good hit in there. Putnam, I thought, came out and started the ballgame with gloves on. He's got them off now.
Inside 13 seconds left in the first period. So at the end of one period, Geneseo's going to let the clock run down. So at the end of one, the score is from this first second round game, Geneseo 7, Peoria Richwoods 6. We'll be back after this.
This Geneseo Channel 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Letterman's Pizza, Northside Rexall Drugs, Turpins of Geneseo, Dodge, Chrysler Plymouth, Jeep, Chevy, Olds. ProTech Auto Body. Eric Henderson and Rick Benhart of Country Companies Insurance in Geneseo. Carolyn Stenzel of Rule & Rule Realtors. Hammond Henry Hospital. B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery. Tom Curran of Edward Jones in Geneseo. Central Trust and Savings Bank. Geneseo Dairy Queen. Brian Garnett, Mike Hamer, and Eric Goff of A.G. Edwards in Geneseo. Geneseo Municipal Electric Utility. La Roma Pizza, Iron Kettle Restaurant, and Sam's Ultimate Car Wash and Laundromat. Becker & Becker, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Geneseo Telephone Company. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of Geneseo Channel 50 telecasts.
Welcome back to Geneseo Maple Leaf football. Get ready for the second quarter to start. 2nd and 8. Crossbuck action in the backfield. Rutherford with a carry. He's going to pick up the first down plus some. Gets the ball down near the 35-yard line. Depends on where they're going to mark it. I thought he had it by a foot. Certainly they're going to bring the chains in this time. Richwoods comes in this game, like we said, with a record of 7-3. They have a school enrollment of 1,220 students. Their opponents have a combined record over the course of the season. Their combined record of 47-34. And only four of the teams they played this season made the playoffs. First down, Geneseo. Geneseo comes in the game with their record of 9-1, have an enrollment of 990 students. Combined record of their opponents, 44-37. And three of the teams they played during the season are in the playoffs. Up we come, Geneseo 1st and 10, balls at the 36-yard line of the Richwood Knights. Wide out goes Putnam to the right side, double wing formation. Rutherford in motion. Reed keeps the ball as they look for a little seam pattern with Anderson. They weren't going to have him streaking down the seam there.
Must have been well covered there.
So it was very well covered, so Reed tucks it in and picks up 5 on the play on his own.
Good sense there by our quarterback as he tries to jump in there and pick up some extra yardage. And I think I lost my voice after that first quarter, John.
Sounds like you did. Sound a little gravelly there with us.
I'll do my best. I might be stepping aside here a bit to try to get this taken care of.
2nd and 5, Geneseo. First man through, Zerl's got the carry. He's going to pick up the first down. He just about scraped down through there to get the touchdown, but he was tackled after a pickup of about 7 yards. Move the sticks again for Geneseo. Move the ball inside the 25-yard line down to the 24 as Zerl on a quick hitter picks up the first down.
Part of that execution, you know, Zerl did a nice job of getting it up, but the fake behind him was carried out so well that they bid on him as well, and Zerl didn't have near the defenders to fight off.
Tight formation, wing on the right side. This time the wingback's going to get the carry. Puentes does. He's inside the 20-yard line down near the 18. He's quick. Once he gets that ball, he's at full stride from that wing T formation. Just underway here in the second period. Geneseo's up by 1, 7-6. Geneseo in the white uniforms, yellow pants, looking to go towards the north end zone. Overload left side this time for the Maple Leafs. Verstradian, Gearhart the same side along with Anderson. That's where we're going to work it at. Nothing going that time. Well, we'll pick up. To take that back, we picked up 5 yards in the carry. Behind that strong left side, one of the Geneseo players is still down the field. Looks like Verstradi's down and lost his shoes. What happened? In comes number 72 for the Maple Leafs to take Verstradi's place. Number 72 will be Mike Grzysiak. Comes in and will set himself that tackle position. Does number 72, 5'11", 193-pound junior. Up we come the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 3. Reed looks him over, wing on the right side. Now he comes in motion. Rutherford with a carry. He's going to go forward. He's still on his feet, pushing the pile forward. Going to pick up the first down. Near the 10-yard line does Rutherford.
Can't just jump on Dusty's back because he's going to do a nice job. You don't hit his legs of carrying you along, and that's the case that happened there, John, is he didn't get completely down. He just kept that arm down and kept on churning. First down.
Works those thigh muscles as he's just pushing the pile. 9:11 left here, first half. Geneseo's up by 1 and threatening. Ball sets on the 14-yard line of Richwoods. Zerls with a carry this time. Still fighting himself forward. He's going to get close to the 10-yard line, I believe. About the 11, so he's going to pick up 2 in the play, maybe 3. Back in the game comes Verstrady, number 76. Big 6'5", 265-pound tackle. Senior. Come in, they'll form the huddle around himself and Gearhart and Rogers. Gurnell. Poseen, number 74, is in the right tackle this time. 2nd and a long 7. Sweep play to the right side. Zerl, the night kick-out block. Ooh, he just tripped. He had a seam through the dust. He just tripped on that sweep play. He's going to still pick up 5 yards as he falls forward.
Looks like he might have tripped over his own blocker there.
Caught somebody's heel, it looks like. Going to break a 3rd and 6 situation, looks like, for Geneseo. Parrish brings the play in to the offense. Ball sets on the 8-yard line, sets on the 8-yard line of Richwoods. Looking to go to the north. No breeze on the field as it appears. Tight formation we go. Reed looks him over. Motion play. He's going to go second man. Reed keeps the ball. Nobody's going to get him. There goes Reed. He's going to go around the corner. He couldn't make the touchdown. Reed's in for the touchdown. Score! What a play by Kyle Reed. That was an excellent deception play by Reed. He kept that ball on his hip. He even slowed down.
Yeah, he had that football there, and he tried to dog him as he carried that fake out and executed that play very well. And then he's like, oh, here they come. I got to get on the horse and go to town, man. I got to get in the end zone, and he did. Did a nice job of it, too. 7:45 to go here in this second period. Geneseo on top 13-6 with Wickwire in to kick the extra point.
Raschke on a Shaft on the hold. Kicks up. That's going to be good. I never like it when the referees look at each other like that. After the extra point, they both look at it like, you make the call. No, you make the call.
Kyle Wick doing a nice job there of going 2 for 2 so far this afternoon. 14-6. Geneseo going to have to go back on the D.
Watch Wick kick. Brings the score to 14-6 with 7:44 left on the second quarter clock. That was an 68-yard drive, 13 plays, 6 minutes and 21 seconds of this quarter. Capped off by an 8-yard naked bootleg run by Kyle Reed to make this, and PAT by Wickwire to make the score 14-6.
Kyle Wickwire, only a sophomore, out doing the kicking duties here. He had playoff time as last week he kicked off there in the second half, and Lyris did all the PATs after touchdowns, but today Wickwire's got the honors and doing a nice job so far, 2 for 2.
Both drives by Geneseo have been 60 yards plus. Both drives have been 13 plays, and both drives have eaten up a little over 6 minutes of the clock. Wickwire into kick. Ball's going from the 40-yard line. Little squib kick down there once again. Going to be fielded down around the 30-yard line. Geneseo gets a couple hands on him. Just about not took it for a big loss, but they return it back to the 38-yard line.
Poseen in there laying a great hit on him as he was helped out there by number 37, Joe Curran.
Geneseo fans asked for the defense to come to the occasion. 7:38 left in the second quarter. Geneseo's up 14-6. Ball sits on the 38-yard line of Richwoods. They break the huddle and come screaming up the line of scrimmage. Quarterback looks them over. Geneseo's kind of adjusting their defense up front. Bowling takes his position now over the ball. Fullback, that little fullback with a carry, number 20. He's not very big, but he lines up the fullback position, does James.
He's a quick hitter, and Bowling standing up there at nose guard, trying to adjust himself around, trying to confuse him a little bit. Hoping they'll miss a block.
Exactly, you're right. He's in that 5-2 defense. He lines up right over the ball, and he's trying to adjust himself to the left and the right after they've kind of made some line calls. Because there's a lot of talking going in there amongst the linemen as far as who they're going to block. Watch Bowling this time. He'll move himself around a little bit. Sets himself pretty solid in front of him this time. Fullback's going to get, quarterback's going to, nope. Fullback got the ball again. He's going to go for a drop. Drop for maybe a yard gain that time. Going to bring him 3rd and 5, 3rd and long 4 situation.
Couldn't tell who was in on the tackle there, Bowling or Grinnell, or Verstrady was over on that side.
I kept my eye on the quarterback and the tailback as they carried out their fakes on the option to the left side.
That's also Anderson's side over there, so we'll see what he can stir up. 6:35 to go here in this second quarter.
Aaron Anderson wearing number 89 today on his away jersey. 3rd and a long 4 situation. Quarterback, I formation in the backfield. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback's going to keep the ball. And he's tackled there by Dusty Rutherford, I believe. Did Dusty come up? Dusty came up and he kept his assignment and made the tackle. Going to bring up a 4th and about long 3 situation.
Good protection there for the quarterback, and then it broke down as the Geneseo's defenders do a nice job on the pass coverage. Rutherford stayed home in his corner over there, and as soon as the quarterback came out of the pocket, he sniffed him out. Knocked him down over there about the 45.
Look at that tight end again, I think. That big tight end, they're looking to go to him about every time. They're going punt formation again here. Young will go back, number 23, to kick the ball. He'll stand about his 33-yard line where he'll catch the ball. Geneseo drops a return man back to their own 29-yard line.
Well, I would hope that they would punt it here and not try any monkey business.
Nice end-over-end kick. Going to drive Parrish back inside the 20-yard line. He's on his own back there. Didn't have much help. And there's a flag on the play down around the 32-yard line. I don't know what happened there. Must have been a block or something. Parrish returns the ball to the right at the nose of the ball, touches the 20-yard line.
Clipping is the call against Geneseo.
Way behind the play there, Clint. With 5:29 left.
You'll have that, as that's one of the most dangerous things that happens in kickoff
in the second quarter, excuse me.
And that's exactly what it was a clipping. Didn't see it happen, John. Flag about 15, 20 yards away from the actual play itself. Parrish doing a nice job protecting the football, and Geneseo will start off. Looks like to be
real deep in their territory.
Somewhere, what do we got? 10-yard line, 9-yard, 10.5.
Great crowd here today for Geneseo as they made the trip down to Peoria. We're in the north end of Peoria, is where we're located at. Peoria Richwoods, right at their home field.
Got a big old pole on our way here. We'll do the best we can to see the best we can.
1st and 10, Geneseo, ball's on the 9-yard line. Rutherford in motion. Quarterback's going to keep the ball. Reed's not going to pick up a thing that time.
Just couldn't get out of there. He looked to get around. Nobody knew he really had the football, but he was kind of encompassed there in Richwood's defenders.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 situation. Up front this time is Tony Ziers in there, along with Grinnell at the guard positions. Gearhart and Verstrady at the tackles. Rogers at center. Anderson and Putnam at the ends. Tight end lines up on the left side this time. Anderson does. They go in a 4-point stance to the lineman. Second man through this time. Puentes with a carry. Going to pick up about 6 yards in the play. Nice. Back to a reasonable 3rd down situation.
Nice hole there for Joey as he come off that left side and really had it opened up for him and stepped through.
Nice.
One of the things that was said in the paper about Richwoods is they're very disciplined on staying in their spots where they belong in the football field. And that was the case there as Puentes come through. The linebacker was there to greet him.
Pick up of 6 yards in the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. Ball sits on the 16-yard line of Geneseo. Wings on the right side. Going to go option play right side. Pitch outside to Rutherford. Rutherford's going to run through a tackle that time. He's still on his feet. He's going to pick up a 1st down plus some. Close to the 25-yard line. Nice strong running by Dusty once again.
Kyle getting hit again just after he makes the pitch. And Rutherford out that right side. He really fought off a tackle. And there again, you'll see this on tape. Prime example. If you're not going to tackle Dusty in the legs, you're not going to get him down. And that guy, he tried to jump on his shoulder pads. Tried to ride him out, and Rutherford took him for a ride.
Nice running the option there by Kyle. Now Putnam sets himself left side. 1st and 10, ball's on the 25-yard line. Geneseo jumps formation. Anderson sets himself tight on the left side, makes him ineligible receiver. And they're going to call offsides, I believe, on Geneseo that time.
3:46. One of the other things in the newspaper this week, John has talked about how Richwoods likes to run a lot of plays to get their points. And so far this afternoon, they haven't ran that many. Geneseo controlling the football, and if Geneseo can control this football through this entire ballgame, they'll win it.
So they'll march off 5 yards against Geneseo. Yes, you're right. They're going to have to pull the playbook out. All right, ball's on the 20-yard line. 3:41 left in this first half. Geneseo's up by the score of 14-6. Tight formation. Now they'll go motion. Cross-buck action in the backfield. Rutherford with the carry, number 24.
Picks up down over there. He still picked up 4 yards.
I was going to say 4 yards, and they didn't blow the whistle any too quick on him.
No. Kind of hung him out there to dry, and it kept taking the hits by Richwoods.
Sure, Geneseo would like to push this down the field here right before halftime and nudge one in.
You don't want them to see the football again in this half, of course, John, but you can't take it too slow because you got 3 minutes to do it in.
Second and 12 situation for the Maple Leafs. Putnam brings the play in to Reed. Zerl lines up at fullback today, showing no effects of a bad ankle. Wings on the left side. Option play near side. Pitch out to Puentes that time. Head tackle once again. He's brought down. It's going to bring up third down. Boy, that tackle's up high again on Puentes.
It is. They're tackling high. There's only 2 guys out there to beat, and Bowling was out there this time to help out. And he's going to come off the field and bring Grinnell in to give him a little bit of a breather as Bowling needing some time.
6-yard pickup on that option play to the left side. And Puentes gets marked down for the carry, but certainly the quarterback, Reed, has to have credit for the work he does in the backfield before pitching the ball. Wide left, wide right we go. Reed at quarterback. Now we go motion Rutherford. Straight drop back to pass. Ball's in the air and caught there by Parrish. Parrish breaks the tackle. He's still on his feet running inside the 50-yard line down to the 47-yard line. Parrish just couldn't get the motors going quick enough once he caught the ball.
We saw that play last week, John. What's so beautiful about it is Parrish just rolls out and Reed just hits him where he's going to stop. Great curl pattern.
24-yard pickup on the pass from Reed to Parrish. What a solid receiver Parrish has become.
He has. It's nice to know you got a go-to guy like him and Anderson, and they've done great jobs this year along with Putnam.
1st and 10. Reed with the ball once again. Breaks him free. He's not gonna break free. He had about 3 guys trying to tackle him. He was just having them chase him. Picks up or loses about 4 yards in the play, and timeout's gonna be called by Geneseo.
Minute 42 to go here in this second period. Geneseo's on top 14-6. They've got the ball just about midfield as they did cross over the 50 earlier, and now lost 4 on that pass play to bring it 2nd and 14 as timeout's been called by the Green Machine.
He just couldn't elude him in the backfield there. He had broke about 3 tackles, but still couldn't get the ball to his right hand to get the ball downfield to anybody to make the play either a completed pass or incompleted pass, but instead he got sacked for a loss of about 4 and moves the ball back into Geneseo's territory.
As long as he keeps himself safe and protects football as he did, he knows that everything's going to be all right. And we're going to talk it over now and see what we can do with it here.
Beautiful day here from Peoria.
Not a lot of wind as it seems down the field. Fair amount up here in the bleachers, just a light breeze. The flight's kind of shuddering in the wind over there, and the sun, clouds have gone away, and the sun's getting ready to set in behind us as 4 o'clock will approach before too long, and that will happen. But Geneseo so far on top of this ballgame, 14-6. And I apologize to you, John. I really kind of bailed there in the beginning of the second quarter. I think my throat left town.
Had a frog with you.
Oh, my. Glad I got that fixed.
Geneseo breaks through, huddle from the sideline with Coach Diericks. Comes right to the line of scrimmage and line up. Parrish on the right side, out wide. Anderson left side, wide. Now he resets it back in the backfield. Rutherford on the wing along with Puentes with the other wing. Zerl at the fullback. Nice protection. Reed's going to have a lot of time to throw the ball. He's going to run the ball himself, and he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he does. Good job by Kyle to pick up almost 10 yards in the play and jump and out of bounds to stop the clock.
Stop that clock with a minute 34 to go in the second quarter as Kyle's receiver wasn't quite where I think he wanted to be. Good coverage there, and 3rd and 5 going to be the situation now.
Well, I think what the problem was, he got to the corner out there and he saw the daylight in front of him, and along with the receiver downfield, and decided he did the safest thing and kept the ball himself and picked up a big chunk of yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Geneseo. Option play this near side, right side. Pitch play out to Puentes. Puentes cuts it back against the grain a little bit. He gets the first down to about the 35-yard line with 1:27 left in this first half.
Continue the pitch, and great execution there in that option play by Kyle Reed.
Timeout, Geneseo. We were talking before the game, Clint. My gosh, the fans that followed us down here today, just the nice set of stands here, but we got it pretty much filled up on the Geneseo side.
Well, you get into these ball games where it's a beautiful day. And it's only an hour and a half jaunt. It's an afternoon ball game, and there's nothing better in Geneseo in the fall than football. And they have always followed the team, and I think they always will follow this football team. As Geneseo should be proud of the tradition that they possess in the game of high school football, and be proud of the way the fans have supported the kids over the years, because it's really a nice thing. Something that Geneseo really treasures and will for many years to come, I do believe.
You talked on the way down some of the internet comments this last week as far as the pride of the Class 4A. A couple teams mentioned there, Joliet Catholic, Geneseo, Morris.
Yep.
Teams that have sustained over the last 10, 15 years, or actually the last 25 years of Class 4A football is what these teams mean. Here we go. First and 10, Geneseo. Down deep, the ball goes. Reed down deep. Puentes, touchdown, Puentes. Boy, the ball couldn't get there quick enough.
Kyle just threw it over everybody's head, and Puentes run underneath of it.
Joey Puentes with a touchdown reception.
The thing that made that happen was the protection that Reed had. He really didn't drop back in the pocket. He basically stood up the line, was looking for a quick hitter. The offensive line did a great job of protecting him, and he could just pick his poison. And Puentes was the one that got outside the lines and did a nice job of getting away from the defenders.
They were looking for the nice seam pattern to Anderson that time, but it wasn't there, so he regained his composure and got the ball off to Puentes for the touchdown. Rickwire into kick. Ball's down, kicks up.
Not sure what happened there is Coach Dirks is not going to be happy about that, because there was one guy that didn't get on the field in time, and there wasn't a blocker off that right side. I don't know if that's where he's supposed to be or not, but that kick could have been blocked. But Wickwire doing a nice job of getting a toe on it, giving us a 21-6 lead here with a minute 20 left in this second period.
Special teams are so important going down the stretch run here in this playoffs. The special teams is what can make it and break it. That was a 90-yard drive, 10 plays, 4 minutes and 9-second drive, capped off by a 35-yard touchdown pass from Kyle Reed to Joey Puentes. Wickwire, PAT is good to make the score 21-6. Wickwire has it teed up on the 40-yard line. We're listening to a few scores that they're announcing on the PA system here. Wickwire has it teed up on the 40. He's kicking towards the north end zone. 1:20 left on the board. Just a squib kick downfield it goes. Ball's going to bounce around again. Fielded there by number 28. And he's going to be brought down by everybody but Wickwire.
As he gets out of the way and just wants to stay clear. As minute 15 to go here in the second period. And sorry about the pause. We're listening to the PA announcer here at the stadium, announcing some other 4A scores, and we'll bring them to you later as we get them for sure.
Up they come. 1:15 left in this first half. Geneseo's up 21-6. Don't want to give anything up here right before halftime, because the momentum certainly is on the Green Machine side. Long count they go by Richwoods. Quarterback dropped back to pass. Ball's going to be put in the air and tackled right there after the completion is Rutherford. Boy, he had all over him and picked him up and just hog-tied him,
wrestled him down. It was a great catch there by John Young. He's a 215-pound junior and did a nice job of coming down with the football. No huddle offense by Richwoods, 2nd and 4. I formation in the backfield, wide receiver on the right side. Option play outside. Geneseo's going to snuff that one. He's going to come up short of the first down. The clock will keep moving with 46 seconds left in this first half, and timeout's going to be called by Richwoods. Puentes out there on that wide side as he knocked him down over there. I mean, third and a short one, as he did jump forward there to pick up some extra yardage.
With 43 seconds left in the half, Geneseo's up 21-6.
One of those ball games you got to be real careful about. Giving up any points here before half. 43 seconds. They got an explosive team. They've scored on a few plays before. 2-play drive they got some points out of.
Yep.
So.
Yep, that tailback, fullback. They list him as fullback when they introduced him as Jerry Jones.
Jerry James,
whatever, Jerry Jones. 5'8", 162 sophomore. He's another one of those explosive runners, just like we saw last week with Hegler. That it only takes him one time to carry the ball and he's gone. But
Right.
hemmed him in pretty good today, except for that one carry. Of course, he hasn't had a chance to get in the open a whole lot. We've hemmed him in pretty good.
Well, Richwoods hasn't had the ball that much yet in this first half either, and that's the key to their ball game is ball control. And it's hard to keep it away from Geneseo when they punch away at 4 and 5 yards a chip.
If you don't turn the ball over and you don't let them have the ball, they can't score many. So here we go. 3rd and just inches. 43 seconds left. Long count by Richwoods. Quarterback sneak. He's going to keep the ball.
Gets the ball right, first down. They needed that.
Right at the 50-yard line. They'll stay on the ball. They've got several plays in a row lined up here. Quarterback's been seen to be able to throw the ball pretty well. Number 15 does. For Richwoods, 40 seconds left. 1st and 10. Ball's in the air over the middle and completed downfield to number 13. He's still on his feet and brought down finally at the 10-yard line by Rutherford.
Nice tackle there made by Rutherford to save that, as Puentes just couldn't quite wrap him up, and it was a great executed pass. The guy was wide open, and the quarterback did a nice job of hitting him.
Timeout's called by Geneseo, or excuse me, I'm not sure who called the timeout. Timeout's called by Richwoods, which is okay. We'll take that timeout. We'd like to get down and get our defense set up there. .28 seconds left on the clock here before halftime. Geneseo's up 21-6. Ball, nose of the football's right on the 10-yard line. I think they can get a first down, but that's very slim to none that they can get a first down without scoring. Coach Paulson's out setting his defense right here before halftime. 28 seconds left. Richwoods making a big run of it here right before halftime. And up we come. 1st and 10. 28 seconds left before halftime. Geneseo's up 21-6. Richwoods with the ball. Now there's some kind of mix-up on the field as the referees.
There is no first down here.
Okay.
1st and 10.
1st and goal.
From the 10.
From the 10. Here we go. Wide left, wide right, they line up. Geneseo in the 5-2 defense. Long count. Fullback with a carry, number 32. Goes up to the 5-yard line. Clock's on the move with 23 seconds left, and timeout's going to be called by Richwoods. A couple other games of interest going on right now today in the second round playoff game. The Canton is ahead of Rochelle, at Rochelle, by the score of 33-20 sometime in the 3rd period. Also another score of interest to the Geneseo fans. Chatham is up 8-7 over Peoria Notre Dame, also in the 3rd period. Another score of Class 4A, Metamora 14 and Rich Central 6, and that's at halftime, around halftime. Most of those games start at 1 o'clock.
Seems like the timeouts are a little longer than normal here this afternoon, John. I don't know if it's just this daylight or what, but wow. Let's go here, guys.
22 seconds on the clock. Geneseo's up 21-6. Richwood Knights have 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Geneseo has their defensive line of scrimmage ready to go. Like to stop them here right before halftime, Clint. Up they come, sprinting the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver left and right. One back in the backfield is James. Tough to see around the pole here from our vantage point. Long count. James with the ball. He's stopped cold in the line of scrimmage. Picks up nothing with 18 seconds left. Richwoods lines up to run our play. They're not even going to go to a huddle. Down to 10 seconds. Ball spiked right at 10 seconds left in this first half. So to make it 3rd and goal from about the 5-yard line.
All right, Geneseo D standing proud here in this 5 and see if they can hold out one more time, as Glenwood probably going to have one more player. That was their 3rd timeout, correct?
I believe it was.
As they don't get in the end zone here, they're going to have trouble stopping it in order to run their fourth down play.
I think it should be fourth down.
No, it should be second or third.
No, it should be fourth down. The fullback ran the ball once. Then James took the ball on the line and was stopped. Then they spiked the ball, and so it's fourth down. It should be fourth down in the play.
Call timeout.
Geneseo with a stand-up defense. Linebackers walked up tight. Option play to the right side. James with the ball. He's going to go in. 4th and 5 for the touchdown to make the score 21 to 12 right before halftime here with 4 seconds left. James takes in the option play to the right side to give Richwoods a little bit of life here right before halftime.
4.5 seconds left here. As Richwoods, I'm sure, will go for 2, try to get evened up here to get within a touchdown. But that was fourth down, would have been the call there. And
you're right, they're going to break the huddle and go for 2.
But nevertheless, they got in the end zone on fourth down.
2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback looks them over. Incomplete. Ball drops to the ground, tipped to the line of scrimmage by Geneseo to make the score 21 to 12 with 4 seconds left here in the first half.
That could be huge, as Peoria Richwoods not converting on either of their 2-point conversions they've attempted so far in this ball game.
They're now in need of 2 scores in order to take the lead.
And Geneseo, of course, deferred, so I'm sure we're going to take the football to start the second half.
Hate to give up that score right before halftime, though, Clem. We had the momentum certainly on our sideline here.
That's part of making sure we keep the football away from them, and when they have it, they can be dangerous with it. And that was a 8-play, 62-yard drive, using up 1:15 of the clock, capped off by a 5-yard run by James. 2-point, no good, no good. Peoria Notre Dame score so far 13. Chatham Glenwood 8. As the scores come across the wire here, we'll try to give them to you the best we can.
Several schools from the Peoria area here still in the Class 4A playoffs, and with Canton along with Metamora, and Manual last night was defeated by Sterling, and also with Peoria Notre Dame against Chatham. Let's try to bring those scores as they come across the PA here. 4 seconds left in the half. Geneseo looking for a squib kick, and that's what they got. It's going to be fielded down there by Parrish, down around the 15-yard line. Looking to find a corner over there. 2 blocks, and then brought down over around the 30 or 28-yard line. It's Parrish. So at the end of one half here from Peoria Richwoods, it's the Geneseo Green Machine 21, Peoria Richwoods 12.
This Geneseo Channel 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Letterman's Pizza, Northside Rexall Drugs, Turbines of Geneseo, Dodge, Chrysler Plymouth, Jeep, Chevy, Olds. ProTech Auto Body, Eric Henderson and Rick Benhart of Country Companies Insurance in Geneseo. Carolyn Stenzel of Rule & Rule Realtors. Hammond Henry Hospital. B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery. Tom Curran of Edward Jones in Geneseo. Central Trust and Savings Bank. Geneseo Dairy Queen. Brian Garnett, Mike Hamer, and Eric Goff of A.G. Edwards in Geneseo. Geneseo Municipal Electric Utility. La Roma Pizza, Iron Kettle Restaurant, and Sam's Ultimate Car Wash and Laundromat. Becker & Becker, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Geneseo Telephone Company. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of Geneseo Channel 50 telecasts.
Welcome back to Geneseo Channel 50 and Green Machine Football. We're at halftime here from Richwoods of Peoria with the score. Geneseo Maple Leafs 21 and the Richwood Knights 12. I am John Rowley along with Clint Rice, bringing you all the action as it's kind of cooled down here in the second half.
Well, a little cloud cover sprawled out over the sky here, and winds picked up a little bit out of the northwest breeze here is what we've got here. But
a few people scrambled to the old vans and the cars at halftime to pick up a blanket, I think.
Some final scores, John. Tell us about them, buddy.
Other Class 4A scores that are importance to the outcome of this game. Peoria, Notre Dame, Glenwood, Chatham. Played right here in Peoria. The score was 13-8 with Peoria, Notre Dame coming out victorious. So the winner of this game will play Peoria, Notre Dame. And for future reference, if we were to end up winning this game today, all indications are we would be playing at home next week against Notre Dame. In the second half, somewhere within the second half, we're not sure where, it's a tie game, Rochelle and Canton, 34-34. Another final score, Metamora 13, Rich Central 6. And at halftime, it's Morris 34 and Washington 0. So there's a few of the scores we've picked up here during halftime. We get set to start the second half. Geneseo will be going from the south to the north. Ball's teed up. Richwoods are kicking the ball off. A little bit of a breeze behind. 12 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Second half. Class 4A. Second round game. Speller gets the ball down around the 18-yard line. Speller going to find a little seam up over the 30 to the 34-yard line. Does Speller. And that's where Geneseo's offense will come on the field. And we got to come out fired up, Clint.
We got to take her down, put her in the end zone, John, as make it a typical Geneseo drive to open the second half of this ball game. As first 3 minutes of this half could be indicative of what we're going to see for the rest of the half.
Need to take this initial drive of this second half and move it right down the field. Here we go. Ball sits on the 34-yard line. Tight formation for Geneseo. Point is on the wing. Costbuck actually in the backfield. Rutherford with the carry. He's going to pick up 4 yards in the play. Does Rutherford.
And we'll take that any day of the year, John, as Geneseo doing a nice job. Offensive line of blowing them off the ball, 2nd and 6.
Got to move them up. Got to move them up and out of the way. Here we go. 2nd and 7 for Geneseo. Just underway here, second half. Geneseo's up 21 to 2-12. Geneseo in the yellow pants, white shirts, yellow helmets, black shoes. Tight formation once again, full house backfield. Offside's going to be called on Richwoods. That'll move the ball up 5 yards for Geneseo.
A little bit of cadence change there by the Green Machine, drawing the Richwood Knights off the ball prematurely.
March off 5, then make it a 2nd and 2 situation for the Maple Leafs. Moves the ball out to the 42-yard line of Geneseo. Nice crowd on hand here. Geneseo fans in force here. We're broadcasting from the west side of the field in the stands along with the fans. Here we go. 2nd and 2, wide left, wide right we go. Reed with the quarterback, keeps it right behind Zerl off that off tackle. Oh, he squirts forward quite a bit over the 50-yard line, down about the 49. I didn't catch it, but he squirted forward.
Good running by Kyle. Good sense to know where to take that football, following his blockers and getting through the holes, and he moves the ball 40, 50, 49-yard line into Richwoods territory here with 10:50 to go here in this third period from Richwoods. Geneseo on top 21-12 is our halftime score.
Richwoods will go the 5-man front. All 5 of them get down in a 3-point stance. Second man through this time is Puentes with the carry. Maybe picks up 2 yards in the carry. Nothing much that time. Tackled on the play by number 50.
Tackled by number 50,
Randy Juska.
A gain of 1 on the play to the 48.
After a pickup about 1 yard for Puentes.
Grinnell comes out, Bowling goes in. And a second and a long 9 for the Leafs.
Shuttling the guards in and out between Grinnell and Poseen along with Bowling. Second and 9, sweep play right side. Nice run there by Rutherford, still on his feet. The pile moving forward, looks like a big old scrum on the rugby match in over the 45-yard line. Gonna bring up a third. Where are they gonna mark that at, Clint?
Right inside the 45, I do believe, John.
Gonna bring up 3rd and 5 situation. Dusty couldn't see it from down there, but up here, all their defense collapsed to the left side of the defense. He could have cut it back, and there's nobody on this far side of the field, but it's easy to see that from up here, but not on the field. 3rd and 5 for Geneseo. Motion there by Puentes. Crossbuck action in the backfield. Rutherford with a carry. Picks up maybe 2 on the play. Is going to bring up a 4th down situation, and Geneseo is going to drop back into punt formation.
Not a lot going there as the Leafs stopped here to start. And punting situation going to be Bowling going to be punting from about his own 45 into the wind. What comes and goes right now, the flag has not moved at all, and before it was standing straight out. So
Geneseo will be punting from the south to the north. Reed will be the protector back in front of Bowling. Richwoods at the return man down around the 10-yard line. Bowling with the kick. Nice spiral kick downfield. Anderson getting downfield to cover that thing. And rolls down to about the 5-yard line. Boy, Richwoods players were flirting with that ball pretty close, and Anderson just about dove on it because it was that close. The Richwood player touching it, that would make the ball live for Geneseo to recover. And Bowling with another nice kick. Pins him down inside the 5, right at the 5-yard line. And that's where Richwood's offense will come on the field to open up this second half with 8:43 left in this third period. Geneseo's up 21-12.
Can't give up anything big here, John.
Wide receiver goes out wide right against the Geneseo defense. Eye backs in the backfield. Geneseo in the 5-2 defense. Quarterback looks him over. All his counts are long counts. Quarterback keeps the ball. Number 15 still on his feet. Number 15, he's going to pick up almost 5 yards in the play.
He did get good 5 yards rolling out to his left side and just kind of picking and choosing his holes. Coming up second down and 5 for the Richwood Knights.
Quarterback's a good-sized quarterback. Number 15, 6'1", 182 pounds. Here we go. Second. They're going to call it 4. 2nd and 4 for Richwoods. Ball's at the 11-yard line. 5-2 defense. Bowling takes his position. Sweep play. Fullback right up the middle. Stacked up. Maybe loses a yard. Everybody's right on top of that one. As the Geneseo defense, initial contact there looks like it's been made by Anderson and Zerl.
As they get off the bottom of the pile, it was a loss of a yard, John. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 with 7:50 to go here in this third period. Geneseo's on top 21-12 down in Peoria.
Third and a long one is the situation. I thought they'd lost some yardage also, but they marked it up. 3rd and 1, long count. Geneseo's linebackers walk up tight, Zerl and Rutherford. Long count. Fullback's going to get the carry in the first down over the 15-yard line to about the 16-yard line, where he'll be tackled there by McCombs. Geneseo players slow getting up. Bowling slow getting up. First down, moves the ball to the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Knights with 7:22 left in this third period.
Must have missed a spot there, John. I thought it was 3rd and 5. It ended up being short.
I thought he lost a yard in that one play, but they gave him a forward progress.
Didn't move the stick over there on the far side very quickly, did they?
No, they didn't. 1st and 10. Wide receiver sets the right side of Geneseo's defense. Parrish on the coverage. Tailback with a carry, the number 20 on the carry.
He still got surge forward of about 3. Gonna bring up 2nd and 7 as Verstrady and Bowling getting out the bottom of that pile. A lot of activity going up there in that front line, John.
A lot of work up front. You know that Geneseo's quite a bit bigger up front than what Glenwood is up front, and they're just getting in there, probably rooting around their knees and their ankles.
Peoria.
What'd I say?
Glenwood.
Up we come. Geneseo's up by 9. 6:23 left. 2nd and 7 for Richwoods. Option play, right side stacked up after a pickup about a yard, maybe 2.
Not a lot going either. Gonna bring up another 3rd down. This should be a little longer. Oh my, look at the spot on this. 3rd.
My gosh.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Well, look where the ball is compared to the stripe, but look at the down marker. Doesn't it look?
No, he doesn't have it back far enough. Guy over there running the yard mark on the far side, not doing
Rutherford
the
comes
best
off.
of work.
Rutherford coming off the field with a limp in his ankle. Looks like he's just going to try to walk it off, move it off, keep it moving. Trainers are there on him. 3rd and 4. Tailback has the ball. Number 20, James, going to pick up the 1st down and moves the ball out to almost the 30-yard line, 31-yard lines where they're going to mark it. 1st down by the Knights.
Defense gonna have to pick her up here. Of course, Glenwood. Good
I got
job.
you doing it now.
Richwoods is doing what they like to do, and that's eat the clock. And 5:20 here to go in this 3rd period as they're kind of trying to lethargically march it down the field.
Ball sets right on the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 they go. I backfield, split wide to the right side of their offense. Gonna go option play once. No, up front. 1st man through. He's gonna be tackled after a pickup of about 2. Is James.
Keep your eyes on that football, and Geneseo will be able to go ahead and sniff them out with a pickup of about a yard there. 2nd and 9.
James is their featured back with well over 1,000 yards this year. Carried the ball quite a few times, but picked up, well, closer to 1,100 yards so far this season. Now they'll go 2nd and 9, 4:47 left in the 3rd period. Wide receiver wide to the right side of their offense. Straight drop back to pass, ball's in the air. And caught there by that tight end, number 23. And he's still on his feet inside the 30, down to the 20. It's going to be a foot race for the touchdown. And a score by Young, number 23. 69-yard touchdown pass.
Richwoods doing a nice job of throwing the football, and that's the 2nd time we've seen that today. Right over the middle, the guy is completely wide open, nobody there to defend him. After he comes down the football, everyone else is trying to scramble to get at him, and he did a nice job of getting in the end zone. Richwoods is not known for throwing the football, but I tell you, they're burning us with it today.
21-18 is the score now. See what they'll do this time, if they try to kick it or line it up for 2. They're going to try to kick this one. They're going to try to kick this PAT this time. Snaps high, kicks down. It's good. Wasn't pretty, but it was good to make the score. 21-19. Geneseo still on top with 4:28 left in the 3rd period. Richwood just came out with a little fire here in the 2nd half.
You can't let them get you down. I tell you, all Richwoods has done today is big plays. They haven't had anything but big plays, and that one there was a 68-yard pass completion.
They had the ball for 4 minutes and 15 seconds there. That was a 95-yard drive, 8 plays, capped off with a 69-yard pass play from Burrington to Young. PAT was good to make the score, 21-19 here in the 3rd period of this 2nd round game against the Maple Leafs of Geneseo.
You know, every team is different on things they do. You know, they might not be bigger than you, they might not be better than you, but they do what they do and do it well. They can beat anybody. And this afternoon, Richwoods is doing a nice job of executing their offense, trying to stick to the game plan, but knowing they can go to the air, and they're going right up the gut.
Right up the middle of the field with the ball, yeah.
Nothing to the sides, it's all right over the middle. So
Geneseo will return this kick. Parrish along with Speller down around the 10-yard line. That's where they'll stand to return this kick. 4:28 left in the 3rd period. Geneseo's up by 2, 21-19. We got a dogfight on our hands. Fielded there by Kernan at the 30. Covers the ball up, gets the ball inside the 40, down about the 42-yard line. Does Joe Kernan.
Good place to start out with. Joe Kernan using his head, knowing you got to cover the football, but yet get it upfield. And the offense going to have to come up big here as Rutherford got a little gimp in his giddy here as he's trying to shake off a right ankle stinger. First and 10 from the 41-yard line in their own territory.
Geneseo breaks the huddle and up they come. They got Grinnell playing one tackle this time. Rutherford's going to carry the ball. Nothing hurting that time with that ankle. Picks up 6 yards, does Rutherford.
Good running off that right side and good explosion of that offensive line. Dusty getting up a little slow.
Up front this time for Geneseo. One tackle is going to be Jake Verstrady, number 76. The other tackle is going to be Aaron Grinnell. Your guards are going to be Bowling along with Tony Zier. Number 60, up they come. Tight formation. Anderson at one end, Putnam at the other. First man through this time. Geneseo, oh, he fights forward, does Henry. Andy Henry, I didn't catch you with the ball. He picked up 10 yards in the carry. Does number 48, Andy Henry.
Didn't even see it, but Andy got the football through the line immediately.
Rutherford once again brings himself out of the game with his ankle injury.
He's trying to walk that off. Speller going to step into his spot. Must not have a lot of push on it, and he knows it. Scared to take that shoe off.
Moves the ball right at the 50-yard line. Or excuse me, 45-yard line. Cross-buck action in the backfield. Points with the ball. He's going to pick up a chunk of yards. They're moving people up there, Clint. Moves the ball out to the 40-yard line. It deep into Richwoods territory, 41-yard line.
They know that's what they got to do, and I think Dusty's going to get taped up here. He's going to pull that sock off and say, come on, coach, trainer here, wrap this baby up because I got a football game to play this afternoon.
I think he came out the first time and thought he could go without the tape. He went in for a nice run with the ball. Then he pulls himself back out and says, now let's put some tape on it. Wide left, wide right we go. Henry with a carry again, still on his feet. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards in the play to the 40-yard line is Andy Henry.
He was hit right away there as he stepped through the line and picked up maybe half yard there. Third and a long 5. 2:40 to go here in this third period. Geneseo on top 21-19.
And comes the play from Parrish. Coach Derricks uses his wide receivers, Putnam and Parrish, to bring the plays in and out. 2:26 left in this third period. Geneseo's up by 2. 21-19. Tight formation, double wing. Speller and Puentes. Parrish, or draw back the pass is Reed. He's going to step up in the formation, pass the ball downfield to Parrish. Going to pick up the first down. Nice possession catch by Parrish, and way to step up in the pocket by Reed.
Those two have really come into a great combination here late in the season as Kyle really looks to Parrish, and he was there for him, and he's going to get him the football. Kyle throws a nice football, too.
Nice, easy ball to catch.
Yep.
It's not high. It's right in the midsection. Every one of his passes has been on the mark. We'll go tight formation once again. Speller's going to get the call this time. Number 28, Speller gets forward up over the 30-yard line. He's going to be close to the...
He's mid. He got 5 on that.
Yeah, 27-yard line.
Second 5 for Derek Speller as he runs off that right side, off that big offensive line.
Posine comes in to that line, number 74 this time. We'll try to set that offensive line for you because we're using a little different combination up there. Jake Verstrady's at one tackle. He's going to have Posine at the other guard right beside him. The right tackle is Grinnell, and he'll have Zier to his left. Second man this time is Puentes with a carry. Now we're moving the pile there, Clint. You see that?
Yeah, everybody is trying to run into the defense there, and Geneseo's offensive line doing a good job. Just keep rolling it out and getting off the bottom of that one is big number 76, Jake Verstrade.
You know, and this is about where we took control of the game last week. Here midway through that third period, we start taking control. We're a little bit later this time. 1:12 left in the third period. Geneseo's up by 2, 21-19. Ball sets on the 21-yard line of Richwoods. Verstrady, Posine, Rogers, Zier, and Grinnell. Tight formation. Henry in the backfield. Option play right side. Reed still got the, he's got the ball. Reed still got the ball. He's going to go inside the 10-yard line. Nice option play by Reed. He hit the ball.
He did a nice job of hiding it, but he did a nice job following his blocks. He had some good holes out there, and he kept his pitch back right next to him and just kept following it out. Going to bring a first and goal from about the 9-yard line. Geneseo fans trying to get into the ballgame.
I think he was expecting a linebacker to peel off and meet him at the corner there at the apex of his option, but nobody was there, so he just put the ball back on his hip and almost hit it because I don't think anybody saw he had the ball for a long time. Moves the ball down to the, where we at, Clint? We're inside the 9-yard line. First and goal from the 9 we go. 31 segeconds left in this period. For Take the ball, 2 hands on it. Puentes with the carry. He's going to move the ball close to the 6. And that'll probably wrap us up here for the third period. 18 seconds left in the third period. Rutherford on the sideline. Had his ankle taped. Now he'll have a little break in the action here where he can loosen things up a little bit. Does number 24. And they lead to the sideline. So at the end of 3 periods here, Class 4A, second round playoff action from Peoria Richwoods. It is Geneseo 21, Peoria Richwoods 19. We'll be back after this.
This Geneseo Channel 50 telecast is sponsored in part by Letterman's Pizza, Northside Rexall Drugs, Turbines of Geneseo, Dodge, Chrysler Plymouth, Jeep, Chevy, Olds. ProTech Auto Body. Eric Henderson and Rick Benhart of Country Companies Insurance in Geneseo. Carolyn Stenzel of Rule & Rule Realtors. Hammond Henry Hospital. B&B Lawn Equipment and Cyclery. Tom Curran of Edward Jones in Geneseo. Central Trust and Savings Bank. Geneseo Dairy Queen. Brian Garnett, Mike Hamer, and Eric Goff of A.G. Edwards in Geneseo. Geneseo Municipal Electric Utility. La Roma Pizza, Iron Kettle Restaurant, and Sam's Ultimate Car Wash and Laundromat. Becker & Becker, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Geneseo Telephone Company. Please patronize these fine businesses and let them know you appreciate their support of Geneseo Channel 50 telecasts.
Good job, Johnny. Welcome back to the fourth quarter here. As Geneseo up by 2 and threatening. I have to stay away from those sponsors, John. For some reason, that was what put the frog in my mouth, was that list that second quarter.
Final score. No, not a final score. Not a final score. Canton. There we go. Back to the action. First and goal. Rutherford with the carry. Pushes forward. Touchdown from 5 yards out. It is Rutherford, but there's a flag on the play at the point of attack.
We get a holding there, or an offsides, or even
offsides.
Procedure.
Geneseo. They're going to haul that one back. They're going to mark off 5 yards and bring a second and goal from about the 10-yard line. Once again, I'll bring that score to you. It was Canton 48 and Rochelle 34. 48-34 is the score Canton over Rochelle, but the game's not over yet.
Oh, it's not over yet?
It's not over yet.
Boy, what a shootout.
Ball sets on the 11-yard line of Geneseo. It's 2nd and goal, just underway here in the 4th period. Geneseo's up by 2,
Come on,
21 to 19.
What are we doing here?
Asking the box to send the clock back to 12 minutes. As the whistle and flag must have been thrown prior to the ball actually being snapped for that touchdown run. That was called back due to the offsides by Geneseo or either motion.
If that happens during the game, though, they lose seconds.
Here we go. Tight formation for Geneseo. Wings on the right side. Offside that time on Richwoods. We'll get that 5 yards right back, but certainly like to have a score. That'll take 5 yards off the field and make it 2nd and goal from the 5 for Geneseo. Dead ball foul, offsides by Richwoods.
All right, we get the 5 back, and still 12 stuck on that there clock as 2 plays attempted here in this 4th quarter. Nothing completed, though.
This is Geneseo Channel 50. I am John Rowley along with Clint Rice. Still looking to run the clock for the first time here in the 4th quarter. Geneseo's up by 2 on the 5-yard line. Rutherford with the ball. He's going to touchdown by no indication yet. Touchdown, Geneseo. Boy, a long time making that call.
I saw that from here. Is great blocking there off that front side. And the paper is a-flying as somebody's making up some nice confetti here on the Geneseo side as we go up 27-19 with Kyle Wick in to kick.
(27-19). Geneseo, Wickwire in the kick. See Wick kick. Shaft on the hold. Snaps good by Verstrady. Kicks up. Nothing but net. It's good.
You gotta like the way the kid kicks, man. He just puts a foot in her nice and smooth, John, and puts it through the upright. 28-19 the score. 11:53 to go in this 4th period, and I tell you what, we gotta hang on to this one, John. Defense gonna have to step her up big here to ride out this 4th quarter. I know the offense can do their end of it, but defensively we can't let them
exactly
get too crazy. If they get a quick hitter, that puts them back close again.
That was a 59-yard drive, 10 plays, eats up 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Capped off by a 6-yard touchdown run by Dusty Rutherford. Kick was good by Wick to make the score 28-19. Like you said, defense has to come out and play this next series of downs and shut them down. Keep them off the scoreboard. Stop the big play, and I think this is what's happening down here. Coach Derricks with his seniors down here around the 35-yard line. He's got Anderson and Rutherford and Grinnell, Verstrady, along with Rogers down there saying, fellas, this is what we came for. Let's go. Playing the defense will take us there. Wickwire with the kick. A little bit of a breeze behind him, a little onside kick. Ball's fumbled by...
Football.
Big hit. Fight for it, Joey. Fight for it. Big hit down there.
Big hit. Who made the hit? Was it Mickley that made the hit?
It may have been Mickley, or it may have been the sophomore, number 31.
The ball was bobbled on the kick by Richwoods, and when he picked it up, he took a heck of a hit there, and he coughed it up. But Richwoods came up with it.
Joe Kernan was in the bottom of the pile there, just wrestling for that ball. That's where Richwoods retains the possession now on the 31-yard line. That might be the spark we need to really fire up the defense. A big solid hit like that. Geneseo's 5-2 defense for Verstrady at one tackle, Grinnell at the other. Wide receiver, wide right, and now he comes in motion.
Snap the football.
Long count. Now they're going to drop back the pass. Got a back in the back, out in the flat. Ball's in the air. Incomplete pass at the far sideline.
Dangerous situation for Richwoods as the quarterback rolls out right, throws across his body. 5 or 6 Geneseo defenders over there amongst one receiver, and it was tipped and did end up falling complete with 11:41 to go here in this 4th period. But 2nd and 10 for Richwoods, and untypical for them to pass on first down there. Been having fairly decent success with running the football, and I don't know if they're starting to feel a little bit of urgency here with this final quarter and them being down by 2 scores.
28-19 is the score. Geneseo's up. 11:41 left. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 31-yard line of Richwoods. They have a receiver out wide to the right side. Rutherford walks up tight from his linebacker position. Now he backs up. Here comes motion with the I formation in the backfield. Long, long count every time. Now Bowling takes his formation. Quarterback with the keepers. He stopped there. Jake Verstrade made a whale of a play that time.
He celebrated on the ground as Jake fighting off his block and getting that quarterback as he tried to roll out again to his right. Nothing going, a loss of yard and a half there.
Rutherford brings himself out of the game again. Henry will come in at linebacker. Can we stand still up here?
No, I'm rocking back and forth, bumping each other. I'm glad we're on concrete or the camera would be shaking all over the place.
3rd and 11 the situation. Ball sits right on the 30-yard line. Like to have a clock on these guys. Taking a long time to get the play into the line of scrimmage. If the quarterback goes with his long count again, I don't know if they can get this off, and they're a lot of time. 11 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Geneseo has, that's what I call delay of game by Richwoods. I called that one from up here, Clint. Too long for Richwoods.
So far in this ball game, seen some coaching mistakes made by Richwoods. As a situation here where they're just taking too long to get the play in and get it called, and giving them a 3rd down and a long 15, 16 yards for them, and that hurts this time of ball game. 10:55 to go in this 4th period.
Into the game comes Mickley, number 84.
Mickley
3rd.
must be using Mickley as a speed man off that end as Rogers comes out, thinking this quarterback will
2 receivers to the right side for Richwoods.
Going pass.
Now they're coming in motion again, and Parrish will come with him in motion. Bowling's at the nose. Drop back to pass, ball's in the air. On the coverage, and the flag's going to be thrown there. I don't know who they're going to call that on. I thought Puentes had nice position there, and they're going to call interference on Richwoods.
I think we picked that off, John.
I think we intercepted it also.
That's Geneseo football.
I thought Joey Puentes had excellent coverage on the play, stride for stride. That's a free ball for whoever wants to go get it. And I think Richwoods climbed over his back going after it.
Ooh, they did call it on Geneseo.
Did they really?
Yeah. They did. They did. I don't know how that can be when Puentes had the position.
The natives on this front of us here aren't happy with that one, and rightly so. I thought Joey Puentes had nice position there. Stride for stride with him down the field.
I'll try to get this ironed out here.
They'll mark off 15 yards.
They're going to be 3rd and 1.
Now there'll be an automatic 1st down in the play.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Move the ball out to the 40-yard line. 10:48 left in the 4th period. Geneseo's up 28-19.
Puentes definitely had the position there, and I don't know how that could have been called that way. One referee signals, and Geneseo had made a pick.
All right, defense, let's go. Tight form. They'll send a receiver out wide left this time. Does Richwoods. I formation in the backfield. 52 defense by Geneseo. Fullback on the carry. Oh, Rogers has a nice shot on him. They may have picked up a yard in the play. Henry along with Zerl at the linebacker position this time. I don't know about that mark, Clint.
I don't either, John, but that was forward progress, but I guess when you stand up from your pile and run backwards that it doesn't count anymore. Nevertheless, 2nd and 9, 10:20 to go here in this 4th period.
Wide left they come. Does Richwoods. Tight to the right side, eye in the backfield. James, his linebacker, lines up at the fullback position. Long count by the quarterback. He'll get the ball, and it's stuck right there at the line of scrimmage.
Football.
And there may be a fumble in the play.
Football.
Any call made? Any call made?
No.
No call made.
2nd
Geneseo
down,
guys certainly were indicating there's a fumble on the play.
Oh, man.
I think Aaron Grinnell made the play that time.
Good, let's get him here, get him into a punting situation. We can stop him here, 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 with 9:52 left in this ball game. Geneseo's up 28-19. Geneseo's fans asking for the defense. Wide left they come this time, does Richwoods. Quarterback looks him over for a long time. Quarterback hollers and signals from the sidelines to his quarterback. Eye backs in the backfield. Long, long count. Quarterback gets the 1st down. I think there was motion 2, but no flags were thrown.
He did pick up the 1st down. I wish they'd run their offense, though, because they sure are standing around thinking about it, even though it got him the 1st down there. He's going to catch his lunch yet today, though. We'll get him, Johnny. We'll get him.
Geneseo's up by 9. Clock's on the move with 9:16 left. Ball is on the 48-yard line of Geneseo. Wide receiver to the right side. I backs in the backfield. Fullback gets the carry that time,
Jake
picks up 2.
Verstrady stepping up and making a good hit on him, and Aaron Grinnell there as well. As you're not going to block those two late in the ball game, and they did a nice job of smelling out the football and getting him down to pick up a yard.
Coach Derrick's helping the official on the field. They're taking a long time getting these plays off. Coach has a clock on. You have 25 seconds from the time. 25 seconds from the time the clock, the ball's set to get the play off. 2nd and 9. James with the carry off the left side this time and tackled right there after a pickup, maybe a yard or 2. Going to bring up a 3rd and long situation.
Coach Derrick standing right next to the official there with his stopwatch running. He basically has it in his face right out in front of him. 3rd down and 6, 8-12 to go here in this 4th period, as they definitely take their time to get a play in here. And I don't know why they're so happy about burning this clock up. They need 2 scores to get into this ball game.
Up they come. 8 minutes left in the ball game. Wide receiver left, wide right. 1 back in the backfield. It's James behind the quarterback, Burrington. 5-2 defense by Geneseo. Looking to throw the ball. Big pressure by Anderson in the backfield. Brings him down for a loss. Back to the 50-yard line is Anderson.
Anderson getting him, fighting it off, and getting around and getting that quarterback for his first sack of the ball game. And Anderson loved every second of it. Number 89, Aaron Anderson, getting out of that defensive end position, dropping him for a loss of about 7 yards. Going to bring up 4th down and 12.
7:30 left in this ball game. Ball sits on the 50-yard line. 4th and 12, certainly they'll go for it in this situation. Needing 2 scores in the game. A little bit of breeze moving the flag now. Geneseo fans come to their feet now. This is a big play, Clint. 4th and 12, 7:07 left. 2 receivers right side. One's a big tight end. Motion now comes across the formation. I backs in the backfield. Straight drop back to pass. Ball's in the air to the big tight end. And incomplete there. Good coverage on the play there
by Putnam and
McCombs.
Excuse me,
Parrish and McCombs. Nice coverage there to surround that big tight end and make him go and get the ball, and he didn't come down with it. So Geneseo's offense comes on the field with 6:52 left on the clock. Remember that number, 6:52, with a lead of 9 points, 28-19.
Coach Derrick will probably be looking at his watch now as he'll see if he can slow things down a bit here as Geneseo comes to the line with the football at the 50-yard line.
Up they come, tight formation. Let's work it over now. Point us in motion. Rutherford with the carry. Dusty Rutherford picks up 8 yards in the carry.
Dusty doing a nice job running off that right side.
I tell you what, it's been a gutsy performance by Dusty Rutherford this afternoon.
Yeah, he turned on that ankle a little bit, got a little stiffness, and hopefully he'll be able to get that healed up through the week if we can pull off the W here and hold out this last 6.5 minutes of this ball game. But like I said, Coach is running the team to the line by his watch, and he's very good at doing that, and the team's very good at executing it that way.
2nd and 1, ball's on the 41-yard line of Richwoods. Second man.
Look at the blocking.
Rutherford, look
at the blocking. Right. Look at Gabe Poseen.
They're 5 yards down the field.
5-6 yards downfield with his defensive lineman. Just keeps blowing them out. Geneseo wearing Richwoods down here late in this 4th period.
Adam Poseen, the big sophomore's in there.
Gabe. I think I
don't care.
Adam.
6 foot, 190 pounds, pushing people out of the way in there.
Great execution there on the
Clock's
offense.
on the move with 6 minutes left. Now they come to the line of scrimmage with 1st and 10. Ball's right on the 35-yard line. Reed looks him over, wing back. Rutherford in motion. Henry's going to get the call this time. Henry's going to push forward. Look at that move.
And he just keeps fighting as he gets off that right side and picks up, 8-9 yards.
Just pushing him forward. Just protect the ball now. Keep it wrapped up. Keep it wrapped up. Clock's on the move. 5:40 left.
Attaboy, Johnny. Second and 3 here with 5:30 to go. As the offensive line here, Geneseo in this second half.
Up they come.
Just dominating Richwoods, blowing them off the ball.
Zier and Poseen and Grinnell, Verstrady.
Kyle's got it.
He's got the ball. Reed keeps the ball on the fake. Gets inside the 20-yard line. Nice play call that time by Coach Derrick's in the green machine.
Kyle does a nice job executing that fake and tucking that ball on the hip. And gets a first down and moves the ball inside the 20-yard line to about the 19.
Meadowlark Lemon couldn't have done it better the way he hides the ball. I tell you what, that thing just stuck on his hip. Clock's on the move with 5 minutes left. In the huddle they are. They called the play, look to the sideline to Coach Derricks. Derricks has his hand up in the air, and as soon as he drops it, they go to the line. Rogers brings them up. They break the huddle, take 2 steps, set their formation, away we go. 1st and 10, balls in the 20-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. 2 hands on the ball goes Rutherford.
Rutherford going in behind Henry as he was tied up there, but Surge still there as he picked up a couple. 4:40 to go here in this 4th period. Putnam coming off the field. Parrish going in with the play.
2-yard pickup, maybe 3-yard pickup. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 situation. 4:30 left in this ball game. Geneseo's up 28-19. Got to wrap the ball up with 2 hands here, Clint, going down the stretch. Tight formation by Geneseo, full house backfield. Henry with the carry. Henry going to fight. He's going to fight for some yardage inside the 10-yard line. He's going to get close to the 1st down.
Oh,
Andy Henry.
He got the first. He should have got the 1st down, John. Well, they're going to spot that kind of weird. It's going to be spotted right inside or outside the 10-yard line.
So they stopped the clock with 4:04 left in the game to bring in the sticks to measure it. They're going to call it
How can you? Why,
3rd down. What?
Why would you wouldn't measure that?
I thought it was closer to the 1st down to begin with.
Just the ball's right in front of that big
3rd
post.
and 1.
I think they ought to put those lights behind the stadium.
They need to turn the lights on almost.
It is
They should have
fairly
at
dark with
halftime.
these cloud cover we have here this afternoon. Ball sitting on the 10.
Up they come. Rogers brings them to the line of scrimmage. There's the senior center, number 65. Reed looks him over. Formation's tight. With the carry this time, Rutherford down to the 5-yard line. We're sniffing it out. We're going to the south end zone, and we're going to go to the next round, I think, Clint.
I think you're right, John, as Geneseo has dominated Richwoods on both sides of the football this afternoon. Richwoods getting in with 19 points.
111 yards on the afternoon for a guy that's banged up, has a banged up ankle on 22 carries. It's number 24, Dusty Rutherford.
These guys have played
111 yards.
a lot of heart this second season and first 2 games. Exceptional efforts, both sides of the football.
Now we'll work the clock over. 3:20 left. We're on the 5-yard line, inside the 5-yard line. Henry with the carry. He's going to pile forward close to the touchdown. Was he going to call it or not?
No,
the ball's in there, isn't it?
I don't think they're going to give it
Henry's got his
him.
shoulders across the goal line, but no calls made from that fullback position.
That line must be a little crooked in the wrong direction there, John.
Well, let's lose all the clock here. 3 minutes left, inside 3 minutes for the Green Machine. They're up by the score of 28-19 here at Richwoods on a beautiful day for football. 2nd round playoff game.
We've definitely had some great weather.
Now they go to the line of scrimmage.
2:40.
Right on the goal line.
Kyle.
And in for the score is Kyle Reed in the quarterback sneak to make the score. Geneseo 34, Richwoods 19.
Yeah, all right, Geneseo taking control of this ball game here in the second half. After being stopped, taking the opening kick, Richwoods scored and brought it close at 21-19. The Geneseo's answered with 2 unanswered touchdowns as the Green Machine offensive line doing a nice job of just blowing Richwoods off the football. There's no way they can stop them. Wick in the kick.
I wanted to say that. Kicks up.
And good.
Good by Wick.
Wick kick.
Makes the score 35-19 for your Green Machine.
Attaboy, Kyle.
Can we say it yet? We're going to play at home next week against Peoria, Notre Dame.
That's what they say anyway, John. I'll have to see it for sure to believe it.
That was a 50-yard drive, 9 plays. Eats up 4 minutes and 18 seconds of the clock. Capped off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Kyle Reed. Kick was good by Wickwire to make the score 35-19. Well, Clint, has been very similar last week's game. You come out in the second half, we let them get a quick score on us, then we just kind of turned things on and started taking control of things, rest away.
Geneseo's offensive line was the key in this ball game, as
it has been the last couple of games.
Richwoods could not stop them, and at 4 or 5 yards of punch, you're not going to beat this football team.
Wickwire's going to spot one down there again and caught again by Richwoods. And big tackle. Now they're playing. Now we're playing.
Liking that. They're all liking that. Can't tell. Rolland in on the tackle, I believe.
Rolland, number 31, the tackle that time. Big pursuit that time, sniffing out the ball.
Rowald. Rowald. I'm not
to get
sure.
official
Yeah,
on
we'll
that.
have to get that as he's a sophomore. This has been brought up, but getting in there defensively, Geneseo still in with their main
linebackers this time. Zero, number 32, along with Henry, number 48. 5-man front we go. Look, we're going to throw the ball. 1st and 10. Ball sets on the 34-yard line of Richwoods. 2:29 left. Drop back to pass. In the flat is James. He's wide open. Ball's flowing downfield. Wide open is a tight end. 13 is going to catch the ball, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. From the 34-yard line, touchdown.
Thought the play was over, and the coverage gave up on it. He was wide open. And now they're making this score look a little bit closer than what it is, with that letting them get that unanswered touchdown there. Defensive mental breakdown is you've got to play the entire 4 quarters full throttle. That quarterback wasn't down. The receiver was wide open as he stepped up in the pocket, as he rolled out to his left and hit a wide open Richwoods receiver downfield for a 65-yard touchdown strike. Hey, John, what do you want me to say about that, buddy? It's fact. It happened right there in front of me.
Holy cow. Here we go. They're going to try for 2 again. Going to try for 2. Geneseo's up by 10. Tailback gets the carry. He's not going to get in. They're going to stop him short to make the score at 35-25. We've got to rise to the occasion again here.
Yeah,
I thought we had things in our
on,
back pocket.
They're going to go onside kick. They'll go onside kick.
One play, 67-yard drive that time.
You know, that messes up the stats and everything. That is just, that's, I don't even want to see it. Hune, take that out. I don't even want to see it. That just messed up the whole ball game with that kind of play.
65-yard touchdown pass, one play.
That's all we need to know.
They actually put Richwoods back in the game.
Sure,
a 10-point game, 35-25. Geneseo's up by 10 with 2:17 left, and certainly we're going to see an onside kick here. So we still got some ball game left. I thought we were ready to pack things up, but going to have to come and play the last 2.5 minutes here.
Oh, yeah. Richwoods got an explosive offense. They've got some weapons. And today in their passing games, they've been very well executed.
They're lining it up for the onside kick.
I can see it coming back here left towards McCombs. We'll see what they are. They
tee it up.
Deep. See, like I said.
And Puentes fields the ball at the 50-yard line. The onside kick was kind of weak and bounced right to Joey, and he covers the ball at the 49-yard line of Richwoods, and the offense will come on the field. A couple first downs will be okay, Clint.
Most definitely, John. Ball on the 50-yard line, Geneseo territory. Parrish in the ball game.
2:17 left in the ballgame. Geneseo's up by 10. Ball's on Richwoods' 49-yard line, tight formation. Henry at fullback. And a penalty is going to be called that time on Richwoods as they jumped off sides early once again. And Kyle going to long count again.
You know, speaking of Kyle, he's really done a nice job this year, as this, of course, this whole football team has. But Kyle has really grown in his composure and the way he plays the football game.
You have to remember, he's only a junior.
He's only a junior, but he's really been a nice leader, done an excellent job at that quarterback position. And now that, you know, he's doing a nice job running, being the key in the middle of the offense at Geneseo. So great job.
You're exactly right. 1st and 5 for Geneseo. Still 2:17 left. Long count by Geneseo. Pulls him off sides again. Rutherford with a carry. He's going to pick up the first down without any help. Down the field is number 60. Now, whose is that? Somebody slow getting up. Joey Puentes. Slow getting up. First down by Geneseo with 2:10 left in this ball game. Now we'll use the clock. Clock's on the move. We have 25 seconds to get this play off. Now they sit in the line of scrimmage, and it comes stomping out of the huddle, and up we go. Henry at fullback with Puentes. Henry with the carry this time. He'll keep it. He'll pick up 5 or 6 yards that time. We're knocking people down up there.
Good running by Henry. Well, you hate to give up those 7 points there, John. You know that kind of makes you feel bad, but timeout Richwoods at the minute 42.
Washington nothing. Canton 55.
55-34, Canton victorious over Rochelle.
What a shootout that had to be. 55 points Rochelle gave up. That is unbelievable.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors who bring all this action to you. Letterman's Pizza, Northside Rexall Drugs, Turpins of Geneseo, ProTech Auto Body, Eric Henderson, Rick Benhart of Country Companies Insurance, Carolyn Stenzel of Rule & Rule, Hammond Henry Hospital, B&B Lawn Equipment Cyclery, Tom Curran of Edward Jones in Geneseo, Central Trust and Savings Bank, Geneseo Dairy Queen, Brian Garnett, Mike Hamer, Eric Goff of A.G. Edwards in Geneseo, Geneseo Municipal Electric Utilities, La Roma's Pizza, Iron Kettle Restaurant, Sam's Ultimate Car Wash and Laundromat, Becker & Becker Plumbing, Heating and Cooling, and Geneseo Telephone Company. You didn't think I'd get them all through there, did you?
Good job, Johnny. And I'll tell you, I've been on the internet all week and listened to the Rochelle fans talking about how they're going to take it to state, and they even wanted Providence to come down and play in 4A this year so they could beat them too. Well, after today, Johnny, we're in round 3, and Rochelle is not.
1:42 left in the game. Up by 10 is Geneseo, 35-25. Rutherford with the carry. Rutherford fighting for yards. He just look at that block that pushed the pile forward. Andy Henry.
Rutherford is never going to give it up, man. He keeps hammering it on.
He had 2 guys on him, and Andy Henry came and cleaned 1 guy off to give him an extra 2 yards on the carry. He gets up limp and does the Iron Man, number 24.
The Iron Man. First
we'll
down.
Just call him the hop along backfield with him and Zerl in the back there together.
Hey, they're doing a nice job.
The Legends. 25-35, the Green Machine on top with 1:23 left. Up we come. Tight formation again by Geneseo, full house backfield. Reed at quarterback, he's done the whole way. Rutherford with the carry, he's gonna fight.
The thing is about Rutherford when he's running is when he comes to the time to make contact with somebody, the other guy usually takes more beating than Rutherford does. He really lays a hit into him as we get under this minute here.
And Rutherford's going to come out of the game.
Good job,
Dustin Rutherford, number 24.
We'll give you a hand.
He's going to come out of the game with a total of 123 yards on the afternoon.
We are. Green Machine.
Good game, Dusty. Both sides of the ball. 123 yards on the offensive side. Nice job, offense.
35-25. This will be the last play from scrimmage as Rogers brings them up.
35 seconds left in the clock, and it's on the move, and Geneseo's going to jump offside. Big J got to step on everybody, and that'll stop the clock with 29 seconds left in the ball game.
You know, when you stand in there at 6'5" like Jake does, and you try to leave a little early at 250 some odd pounds, you're gonna get busted.
He was cleaning a hole for somebody, though.
He was cleaning the hole for somebody.
He had his feet moving. Flat. 29 seconds left in the ball game. Geneseo's going to move on to the next round of the playoffs to go into the quarterfinals. The need is to win 2 more games to make it down to Memorial Stadium. Geneseo takes a knee, and that's going to be it. And the Geneseo Green Machine is going to let the clock run out. And they're going to be victorious as they came to Peoria Richwoods in the second round, and they're going to go away victorious with a score of 35-25 and move on to the third round of playoffs, the quarterfinals, against another Peoria team, Peoria Notre Dame.
And great sportsmanship shown out there this afternoon by both squads as Geneseo is victorious in the final, 35-25 over Peoria Richwoods. And you have to hand it to the Green Machine. It's a great ball game. Was played on both sides of the ball. And Geneseo football definitely where it needs to be at this time of season as everybody's gelling up and playing great football. John, I'll tell you what, I've seen some very impressive things from our offensive and defensive lines. They are getting off the football, and they're really eating people alive.
You're right. They've dominated the second half. These last 2 games, they have just completely dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball these last 2 games. Now we need to get Joe Zerl healthy on his ankle and get Dusty healthy on his ankle. Geneseo players come to the sideline and acknowledge their fans that made the trip down here to Peoria, and they get a rousing applause from the faithful Green Machine.
And that's great to see. John, Peoria Notre Dame looks to be our next foe next week, and the way the papers say that we'll play them at home because they were at home today against Chatham, and we've traveled, so it should be home to our place next week. as Peoria Notre Dame will come to town. That will be hopefully Saturday afternoon, and we'll get you all that information on Geneseo Channel 50 on the television come sometime this week. And congratulations to the Green Machine on a great win this afternoon from Peoria.
We'll bring you a few stats here shortly. Geneseo's fans don't want to leave the stands here. They want to cheer their team as they walk off the field.
You got to give it to them. They played a great ball game.
You're right. There's a couple really big plays that hurt us. Big pass plays that hurt us today. Didn't hurt us. They just a little bump in the road for us.
Sure. Yep. That's good experience. You know, you see those kind of things happen. And Rutherford tucking a football in his helmet. I don't know if he just got a game ball today or not, but whatever. He deserves one.
Nice game played all the way around.
Great football game. It's amazing. You take these guys out of these numbers, and it's hard to tell who's who when you see them on the street. And I got some good juniors going to be coming back next year, and Kyle Reed, Joey Puentes, Joey Curran.
Yeah, we might have hopefully we have about 3 more games yet this year.
Oh yeah, John, I know, I understand that. I'm just, sharing with the audience that, there are some juniors laying around here in this football team doing some great work.
Painting the picture, as Clint does so elegantly.
Waiting
for some stats from the stat men.
What's nice about doing stats, John, is of course you can't hear me if you don't have your headsets on, but what's nice about doing the stats, John, is by the time we get done with the post-game wrap-up, everybody's gone and we can just walk right out of the bleachers.
Usually, yeah.
But today you got a full house.
Nobody wants to leave. Great day out here. Beautiful victory by the Green Machine. Like to appreciate all the fans down here. Boy, I think we had more fans than Richwoods did today.
Oh, I know we did. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that, and a great game played here at Peoria. And I tell you, we've won a lot of games against Peoria schools over the years, and the answer, I don't know if we ever did say what the answer was to our trivia question for those audio side, but coming to how many games has Geneseo played in the 25 years against Peoria schools, and the answer there was 11. 11 Peoria schools Geneseo's faced in the playoffs, counting today.
Next week we won't run the same trivia question. It'll be 12 next week when we play Peoria Notre Dame.
Yep, that is true.
And if you look at the history of the Geneseo trip road down the state, the last 2 years, the last 2 times we made it to the championship game, I believe both those years we played 2 Peoria schools getting there.
Really?
I believe that is, I think that's correct.
What'd you do with that sheet that I had on my?
Yeah, I try to memorize that stuff.
Oh, don't lie to me.
You can look that up while I do the stats here. We'll do some game stats. On the rushing side of the ball for Geneseo, Joey Puentes, 13 carries, 62 yards, 1 touchdown run. Dusty Rutherford, 25 carries, 127 yards, 1 touchdown. Joe Zerl, 5 carries for 18 yards. Kyle Reed, quarterback number 11, had 11 carries for 52 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andy Henry came in there in the second half, number 48, had 6 carries for 33 yards. Derek Speller had 1 carry for 5 yards. In the passing department, Kyle Reed was 4 for 4 for 76 yards and 1 touchdown pass. On the receiving end of those passes, Joey Puentes had 1 reception for 35 yards and 1 touchdown, and Corey Parrish had 3 great possession catches for 41 yards. On the Richwoods side of the ball, Jerry James, their featured running back, over 1,100 yards in the season, had 13 carries for 82 yards. Clayton Hill had 5 carries for 27 yards, and the quarterback, Burrington, had 10 carries for 20 yards. Passing, Burrington was 5 of 10 for 207 yards passing. A couple of those were big pass plays for touchdowns, and they had 2 touchdown passes. On the receptions was Camden for 2 receptions for 107 yards. Atterbury, 1 reception for 24, and John Young, the big tight end, had 2 receptions for 76 yards. Now we'll go team stats. Geneseo had 25 first downs. Peoria Richwoods had 9. On rushing yards, Geneseo ran the ball 61 times today for 297 yards rushing. Richwoods, 28 carries for 129 yards.
That's key in this ball game. Richwoods needs to run 50 to 60 plays a ball game in order to win. Geneseo's defense kept them off the field and with the offense on it as they did.
Because Richwoods only threw the ball, passing play, had 11 passing plays, so they only ran a total of 39 plays on the day. Richwoods was 5 of 11 throwing the ball, and Geneseo was 4 and 4 This Kyle Reed for 76 yards. Again, Richwoods had 207 yards passing. Total yardage, Geneseo 373 yards total offense. Richwoods 336 yards total offense. So moves the ball up and down the field today. Fumbles, no fumbles for either team. Penalties, Geneseo had 5 penalties for 40 yards, and Richwoods had 4 penalties for 20 yards. Here's the big thing right here, time of possession. Geneseo, time of possession, 31 minutes and 10 seconds, and Richwoods, 16 minutes and 15 seconds. So a big disparity right there in time of possession.
That's where it starts. Scoring summary, Geneseo first half, 13-play, 65-yard drive, 4-yard TD run by Puentes. Kick by Wick, good to make it 7-0. Richwoods turned around then with a 2-play, 62-yard drive using 38 seconds of the clock. 45-yard TD run by James, 2-point failed, making the score Geneseo's favor 7-6. Geneseo then turned 13 plays, 68 yards, 6 minutes, 21 seconds, an 8-yard run by Reed. Wick, the kick the Wick, good, 14-6. Geneseo with a 10-play, 90-yard, 4:09 time of possession, 35-yard TD pass Reed to Puentes, and another kick by Wick, good to make the score 21-6. Peoria Richwoods answered there though right before half with a minute 15 drive, 62 yards, 8 plays with a 5-yard TD run by James, 2-point failed, making the score 21-12. In the second half here, Peoria Richwoods opened the half by stopping Geneseo and taking a punt 95 yards on an 8-play possession using 4:15 of the clock. It was capped by a 69-yard TD pass by Young to Breton. And I'll tell you what, that's what they did so well today, was big pass plays kept Peoria Richwoods in this ball game. Geneseo turned back around though and took control of this ball game with a 10-play, 59-yard drive using up 4:35 of the clock. It was capped by a 6-yard TD run by Rutherford, and the kick by Wick was good, making the score 28-19. Then again, Geneseo came back, 9-play, 50-yard using 4 minutes and 18 seconds, 1-yard TD run by Reed. PAT by Wick, good, 7 for 7, I might add today, or 5 for 5. I'm sorry.
5 for 5, yeah.
I'm sorry. Peoria Richwoods 1-play, 67-yard drive using 17 seconds, and that was a 67-yard pass play, Brenton to Carmanen. It was a 2-point failure though, making the score 35-25, and that's how it ended as Geneseo used the last 2 minutes of the ball game. And what a nice ball game Geneseo played offensively and defensively outside of the big pass plays that Richwoods was able to come into.
And it wasn't physical mistake. They blew their assignments in a couple pass plays, and a couple big plays, like I said, made the game look a little bit different than what they're actual shown on the field.
So a great outcome here in Peoria. Geneseo wins this one 35-25. For John Rowley, Mark Hune, Willis Andell, Keith Kinnett, I am Clint Rice. See you, bye.